you got it. So here it is. Welcome to the South Radio. It's the In Case You Missed It segment. The unofficial sponsor, Miller Lite, is in the building. Cam, who was here with us a couple weeks ago, he just joined. See, what's up, baby? How you doing?
What's up, baby? Cam TV in the building.
Cam TV in the building. Cam, me CP, this is Cam. All right, so I finally got my co-host back. We're talking the In Case You Missed It segment. Kansas City Royals win the World Series. We're talking about the Mets and their outrageously good offense, defense, pitching. The whole nine. Bullpen, everything.
Josh, you know they're probably the only team I've ever seen in my entire lifetime. Now, you might be able to prove me wrong. You might be able to think a little bit further back to like the 1960s when you were watching baseball.
No, bro, I wasn't quite that old. I wasn't quite that old. Close, but not really.
Have you ever seen a six-man rotation?
No.
Wow. You know New York did it all year, right?
No, I know they did it all year. And this is what, at some point, remember how we always talk about in sports, if you can stay healthy, you can go a long way? How many injuries from their pitching rotation did they have this year?
And what's his name was supposed to be on a pitch limit, and they said forget it.
To my Harvey?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were like, no, not going to be on the pitch limit. So, say what you want to. I'm not going to say that this is the only year the Mets are going to be there, but they're going to be relevant at least for the next 2 to 3 years.
This right now, bar none, is going to be the best 5 years of baseball in the history of baseball coming up. With the Cubs being
where they are, that's a statement.
With the Cubs being where they are.
That's a statement.
With Kansas City being the way they are. With Pittsburgh being the way they are. St. Louis, I hate St. Louis. I want to say they're going to still have a good baseball team because they always have a good farm squad.
I think anybody who's not a St. Louis fan hates St. Louis.
The Mets, I think the Red Sox are still going to have a squad, but all these teams are going to have such youthful talent, and we're so used to seeing old talent.
Yep,
and now
absolutely.
we have nothing but youth.
And it's everywhere.
Major League Baseball.
It's everywhere.
And it's bringing a whole new crowd. It's bringing a whole new excitement. You have guys flipping bats. You know, Joey Bats, I guarantee, did not do that 3 years ago. But the team that he is on and the guys he's around now, I would have gotten pretty excited, too, and thrown that bat probably 2 feet higher than he did.
And no doubt. Hands down. Hands down. By the way, you can join the conversation. You can hit us up on the Twitter feed at Welcome to the South. That's at Welcome, the number 2, TE South, at Welcome to the South. You'll see my big smiling mug right there with the hashtag logo in the background. Hit us up. Any questions, comments, you want to join the conversation, it's at Welcome to the South on Twitter.
How many more followers do you think we'd get if you take your picture off?
Probably not. We'd probably lose some, man. You see that mug? That is one sexy mug. One sexy mug. All right, so... we got Cam TV in the bit. Here we go. Now the Twitter line's blowing up. Dream Nose on it. You know when Dream Nose on it, man, it's happening. So when it's happening, it's going. All right. Another In Case You Missed It segment. UGA and Mark Rick. A lot of Dawgs fans are saying it might be time for Rick to be gone. I'm saying hold your horses. Be careful what you ask for. We're going to get in that topic of conversation here in a little bit when we talk college football. Obviously, the SEC is the SEC. Not only is it full of drama, and some will call it mediocrity these days, because the ACC has stepped their game up. The Big Ten seems to be stepping their game up. That Michigan State, by the way, that's a...
Oh, man.
This is the most level college football has ever been.
I do feel bad for Michigan State after that game. I will agree with that. I think it is the most level thus far. But I still don't see, people can, what they do in the bowl games last year, blah, blah, blah. We'll get into all that here in a little bit more towards the second hour. But I can tell you right now, the SEC, is it as dominant as it was 5 years ago? I don't think so.
Not top to bottom.
No, not at all.
There's 2 teams.
Well, here's the other thing.
Right.
Hold on now.
No, it's 2 teams.
Really?
What are you going to say, Bama and LSU?
That's it.
That's it.
Nah.
Flat out.
No.
The other one-loss team, Florida, almost lost to Vanderbilt.
No, first of all, I'm not including Florida in anything. I told you.
You're going to talk about Ole Miss.
We're gonna get the best and worst moments. This is the In Case You Missed It segment. I don't want to jump ahead of myself.
I apologize
because I told you.
I got really excited here for
early in this conversation. Jorts kill. Okay, Jorts kill. Any Florida fan that hears the word Jorts, they get excited. They love those jean shorts. I'm not a fan, but anyway.
Josh Black, was it you that was telling me the other day you thought Arkansas was probably one of the better SEC teams?
You never hear me say that. I said Arkansas could be a threat. But yeah, you know. But here's the thing, though. Look at how they played the top team. Look at how they played Bama.
So who are your top 3 teams?
In SEC.
Overall or in
In
SEC?
SEC.
In SEC.
Well,
Who are
obviously
you talking
you go Bama and LSU.
Right.
I think if A&M is in the East and their schedule's set a little bit differently, I think A&M is tough. Look at how they played. I'm just saying, look at how they played.
You want to know
And
how
I'll say
SEC
this.
played
I'll
out?
say this. Auburn, albeit mid-season, has finally found a few things. Malzahn has finally found put a few things together, including my boy Javon from GMC, who's now been on the field, finally starting to get his rhythm. He's had some horrible practices, but you put him on the game, you put him on the field, under the lights, and he goes off. You know what I mean? And he performs. And that's why he was the leading rusher in JUCO 2 years in a row. I'm just saying.
You know, I'm glad you said that because I actually said this at work the other day, and everybody looked at me like I was on drugs. And I'm going to tell you this right
That's
now.
probably because sometimes, no.
I'm going to tell you guys this right now.
Yeah.
Do not be shocked if the SEC gets left out of the playoff picture. And I would tell you why. Because Auburn is playing such great football, and Auburn plays Alabama, because Florida has to play Florida State, and Florida State now has absolutely nothing to lose. They're out of the playoff picture. They're playing for a good bowl win. They have nobody to play except for Florida the remainder of the schedule. All right? So then they play each other. I think those are two losses.
He loves to find my buttons.
This ain't
Loves
that.
to find my
Yeah,
buttons.
I'm listening to him.
So Florida State is going to beat Florida.
In case you missed it, I'm a Florida State guy, but I'm not going to argue with what he's
I'm saying
saying.
Florida State is going to beat Florida,
Okay.
and then what's going to happen is it's going to be LSU and Florida in the SEC championship game, Florida winning. I'm telling you, the madness is about to occur. SEC will get left out because there will be an undefeated Big 12 team and an undefeated Big 10 team and an one-loss Pac-12 team. As
Okay,
well.
so who
But
goes?
all
So,
this-
so who goes? All right, so hold on. All right, well, hold on.
What do you do with Notre Dame?
Yeah, we're good. Well, hold on. Trust me.
That's where I'm leading to right
that
now.
topic of conversation. Yeah. Hold on. That topic of conversation is coming. All right, it's in case you missed a segment right here. Welcome to the South. Completely way off topic, so I can just jump into this college football conversation because they are just dying to get to it.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, a few weeks ago, actually probably about 2 months ago, in one of our segments here, I introduced most of you who've never heard of it to MotoGP, which is the NASCAR of motorcycles. It's worldwide. It's all over the world. There's some big names like Marc Marquez, Valentino Rossi. Nicky Hayden is, I think, the lone American. He may be going to World Superbike, which is not as big next year. However, he's had a presence in MotoGP, won the championship in 2006, I believe it was. For those of you who haven't paid attention to MotoGP, if you want to see some real, absolute, dominant athletes, and you think I'm BSing, go to YouTube. Go to YouTube.com or go to MotoGP.com and just type in Valencia, Great Britain, Malaysia, all of these races from this past year. And you are going to see not only some of the best racing ever, you are going to see some hell-raising, tight butthole incidents that will just make you come off the seat and you would be like, I cannot believe that just happened on two wheels at 230 miles an hour. 230 miles an hour.
Gets completely off topic.
I had to because I said I was going to put it out there. I said I was going to do it. It is what it is. It's in case you missed the segment right here. Welcome to the South Radio. When we get back, which is in like 15 seconds, by the way, we're changing topic. We're jumping right into college football. We are going to talk NFL. College basketball is upon us. We're going to talk that as well. We're also going to talk, NBA, Hawks basketball. 7-game win streak till last night. They came back from 30-something down. Almost had it. Made it a close one, but it is what it is. It's welcome to the South Radio. We'll be back in like 15 seconds. Peace.